Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Oh yes, here we are. Proceeding as planned. Now, is that man getting stronger actually? Maybe. I think he might slowly be getting stronger every time he visits between the two warehouses, running over event tiles that give him more troops. Henrietta's going to need to deal with that man, but first Henrietta's going to deal with this man by swapping boots. Oh yes. The old boot swapping ploy. Henrietta's gonna get him now. Ha ha! A glorious victory? We can be more glorious than that. Oh, you better believe it. So glorious, in fact. We're going to slow the enemy. There are a number of shooters, however. Are they clumped nicely? Not really. Obviously, I actually need to countenance the enemy's strength and work out what's an appropriate target priority, but... An interesting notion. Obviously, our skills are very magnificent and great. Man, the Juggernauts are slow compared to the other units. Well, that's not what I wanted. Although it's useful to see what happens if we don't just slow them. I literally lose all the halflings. So, we're not going to do that. We are going to slow the enemy because we don't want to lose all of the halflings instantly. So, is it safe to send in the Coatls? Probably not, considering how many bitey mean things there are. Same goes for the Olgoi-Khorkhoi. But the Sentinel Automatons, we can send them in, because they're replaceable. We could also hold off. We do have two shooters, so the two shooters will shoot the two shooters. Excellent. And honestly, the cannon's probably more damaging than the sorceresses, but I guess we'll shoot the sorceresses and see what the cannon shoots. Ice Bolt. So that just sucks, losing 50. Well, then they get morale, and it's like, I've just lost 100 halflings. Ugh, I don't want to lose halflings. I don't want him to ice bolt me. Don't ice bolt me, bro. Do I just give the halflings to someone else? Do I cast anti-magic on the halflings? Well, no, that's not going to work because of, Why can't I retreat? Oh, it's because it's still turn 1. Okay, well. I have to Q enter. No. There we go. I don't even have anti-magic. He also's got morale, apparently, which isn't allowed. I know, I could defend. Make something else more tempting, but the ice bolts are still going to be a problem. I could cast protection from water. Haha! They wouldn't be ready for that. Well, let's just see what we can do. We just need to start killing things, I think. If half his army's dead just instantly, that kind of solves our problem, doesn't it? Like... Oh, morale! I like morale. Yeah, being offensive has its benefits. I could see why people like being offensive on social media. Alright. The only problem is I do have some Olgoi-Khorkhoi now just sitting there. Can we just kill them? That's probably that's the question we should ask. Can we just kill them? Now, obviously we can't just kill the Nyx because they've got absurd strength. But, well then, of course, we get ice bolted. That's the problem. You know what? I think I know what the answer is. Instead of a mass slow, we cast mass haste. Except we don't have mass haste because we're Henrietta. This is the problem. Can't we just murder this man and then we just don't need the slow? That might be the solution. Can we just magic arrow these? No. Can we... We don't have Ice Bolt. We don't have Frost Ring. Henrietta's spellcasting sucks. Like, she's got the bare minimums. I mean, teleport's useful. But, you know, these guys are so sluggish, it's not going to matter. I suppose I could haste them. Let's see what we can do. If I kill these... No, I'm figuring it out. So, we do the mass slow. We then kill these. We get morale. Useful. So now's the question, like, what's the order of operations to just kill everything then? And we can't rely on another spell. We've got to use the advanced, the expert even, slow. The slow of slows. The sluggish of sluggishness. I just don't like the idea of my happy grenadier friends being ice bolted. Maybe other people believe in morale as well. I mean, robots don't believe in morale. They're anti-morale. The Cavaliers could be a problem. I'm just about to get ice bolted. And then lose a bunch of coattles. Yeah, and then I get hit with another. So I'm losing 50 off the grenadiers. You know what? Different plan. We're going to load the Save of Glory. It's going to be this battle save. A Dramacon comes in and just takes the halflings. Could give him a dragonfly. I've got the leadership to be fine with it. We could do this, which will just attract attention. That'll probably be fine. There we go. So now we drop the slow. Get in there with the coattles. We still get the morale, which is very useful. We could now just exist in the enemy's space and become invulnerable. If these guys eat the ice bolt, that'd be wonderful. Target priority is always an interesting problem, isn't it? Because Quaddles are just not the sturdiest of boys. Well, Sea Dogs do need killing. The Cavaliers need killing also. Okay. We dive in there, the Olgoi-Khorkhoi. We try to present a more flattering target to the Cavaliers. We then just shoot the Cavaliers. March forward with the roboties. And I guess we just pew-pews. Yay, they eat the spell damage. And they're beating up the automatons. Excellent. As long as we kill them this round, we're fine. Which should be doable in theory. Oh, morale! I believe in morale. Would you like to torch this woman to death? You would? Nice. Didn't destroy the cannon apparently, but that's fine. So yeah, just murder that please. And can the automatons finish you? Well, they're lucky. That was excellent. Behold! The defeat of Thelas! We just had to bring along 9 lizardmen who just were smoked to death with lightning bolts. But, you know, I am pleased with that outcome, for we saved the precious halflings, which admittedly can just die to lightning bolts quite easily, but, you know, it's nice that we saved them. So, thank you for your service, lizardmen. Excellent. We've defeated the current foe that was in our presence. Didn't drop any artifacts, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Made sure to move around Henrietta rather than Henrietta moving first for maximum inefficiency. Good to see. Let's hop into here. That's our next destination. Do we want to give any artifacts away? I don't know. I guess not for now. We could give away our Crest of Valor, considering we literally have expert leadership. Could be a thought. I guess, Cuthbert can take those off us. Well, thank you, Henrietta, for defending Backwater. What's over here? There's a shipwreck. There are mermaids. Let's visit the water wheel. Money. Certainly will take that. Let's now deposit ourselves here and start delivering the troops. The troops of glory. Oren moving over as well. So how about Drakenmore? It is a city of cities. And what are we going to build? Are we going to build? Could build a captain's quarters. There's sort of not a big rush in building more things here. Marshank could build a tavern. But yeah, it's not a major rush. So, Wynonna. Wynonna should really go back and above the surface. What we need her to do is to start defeating things like these sharpshooters and the other threats that are Wynonna specific on the overworld, because she has the navigation. Now, to me that makes sense. Now, obviously she needs a ton more army, but let's build the tavern. And we'll get someone out who can run about a bit. I guess Elishar. The fact is we have to have a 1 stack of mighty Gorgons at this point is kind of insane. I guess you can have a centaur. It's going to mean reinforcing this area is kind of dumb. Let's have Wynonna come over and say, congratulations, here is your honorary dragonfly. Alright, and we'll have Wynonna come upstairs. It's possible she might be able to defeat this particular garrison a bit more easily, because there's less stacks. It's worth a go. Worth a go. If we drop these guys back off here, well, first off, we can just immediately hire these mighty Gorgons, and then deliver them again. Haha! And then, I guess have you step here and see if you can follow. Gather some crystal. There we go. As for up here, yeah, I mean, there's a decent amount of troops. We just need to slowly upgrade the dwellings, and then we can actually add them to Wynonna's stuff. So I guess when she comes up, we want them to be upgraded by then so she can add them to her army. Yeah. We also want someone to grab these serpent flies and upgrade them in Drakenmore. So we're probably going to need just a permanently stationed hero here. Maybe Oren will be that hero once he returns home from his fantastic voyage. Oh yes. So we'll start with the Null Hut, I guess. Oh, it's a bit expensive. The Lizard Den first. It's actually the most urgent. So, it's nice that Backwater survived. Obviously, Wynonna should come by here and grab the troops as well. That'll give her quite a powerful army. And actually able to start making some more concrete progress on the map. All is good in our world. Unless Pink attacks us again with the big hero. This is a little bit of a problem, but, you know. One step at a time. Alright, Wynonna, what do you think of this threat down here? So we may need to load our save just after we see where everything's positioned. Okay. Yeah, so we need to have a dragonfly in the bottom position. That makes sense. Also, we'll probably need 2 because the acids are going to just immediately hit the sea dogs, so, okay. So we'll load our battle save, and we'll put the 2 extra stacks down there, like so. Already it seems to have an improvement. Of course we can't cast magic. We are a hero of might and not magic. It's a little bit awkward. Yeah, that doesn't work. Bit of a problem. Now the sea dogs can shoot. Is that actually something I can avoid? Or is that just the world we live in? I guess there is the whole, like, just put all the dragonflies there and just allow them to hit me. Well, not 1 stacks of mighty gorgons, perhaps, but... like, if I just attacked them... It does murder all of them. That is a bit unfortunate. It doesn't... I don't know if that's worth it, honestly. And then they just shoot us anyway, so it's... yeah, pointless. Never mind. We had a look. We need more units. Which has basically been Wynona's problem. She's actually done a lot with a small army, but she actually needs an actual proper army at this point. So, let's work towards that objective. We're going to leave this area, head back up, and just start recruiting good numbers of troops. We'll grab the Gorgons, and they can be brought over as well. Oh, I suppose while we're waiting we can grab some money. Speaking of, is there any money in this ocean? There's another garrison with 1 million aquatic beasties in it. There's some serpent flies. This voyage might be on the shorter side. But we're having a look. Okay. Well, we didn't do the boot swapping this turn. I don't know if she's moved already, though. May have done. Well, so let's move. And then we'll swap boots. So, we'll have Cuthbert here take artifacts from Henrietta. So, the Crest of Valor won't be useful for Henrietta. We might take the Spirit of Oppression as another option to deal with some of the wandering stacks that Wynona keeps having to fight. I don't know who the Pendant to Negativity is for right now. So, that's probably fine. Okay. Thank you, Cuthbert. To the left. Get some more serpent flies, and then we'll grab the units from Cuthbert, like so, and move back here, and Cuthbert can just remain back at his water wheel. I'm sure things will make sense there in the future. We can grab some of these resources. Yes. I like resources. Let's end turn. Actually, before we do, I'm just going to check if we want to build anything. Let's see. Let's grab the Wyvern Nest now. There may be a bit of a problem with money again. And that'll do. So where did they land? So Blue's leaving. So who was unleashed? That was a quest gate. So Arashak is out. And is wielding a number of those rust dragons. That is a problemo. As for now, we'll need to just acknowledge his existence, I guess. We acknowledge you, Arashak. Now, defeating you will unlock a number of quest gates on the map, but it isn't a problem that enemies just keep materializing out of the woodwork. Why are you materializing, enemies? Materialization. Oh, they'll take the gems, though. Probably worth starting to deal with some of these nonsenses as well. But for now, we're here. Take a step. Oren could potentially deliver the troops himself, actually. Possible future. The mermaids exist. It's so funny if we could just scuttle this boat and then just ruin his day. It's probably why they don't let you have scuttleboat, to be honest, because there'd just be such a meme of just like, behold, you are now stranded! Ha-ha! Alright. Onward. We almost have enough material to unlock this, actually. Ore's the main barrier. But that'll accumulate naturally in time. So, I mean, I was heading down to deal with Dagdaro, but now we've got this man to deal with. I guess we'll have a go. That's a nice quick movement. Good job, Henrietta. Is this actually worth it? Suppose we'll give it a go. And we still get there, so presumably it was worth it. At least the Dagdaro is not going to be a big diversion. Alright, back to your home, Cuthbert. Thank you. And Damacon down to Backwater. And Oran is going to head up, gathering this lumber. Ah yes, the lumber. It's a nice back position. The Null Marauders shall be next. So Drakenmore is now able to upgrade all those troops. The problem is going to be gold. Yeah, so I have to worry about this Arashak person. At least for now he's just bumbling about there doing nothing. And there, the pink guy was here, wasn't he? He's not far off either. There are a few enemies that are encroaching on our lands. Concern, to be sure. Alright, well, that exists. Good job there, Elishar. Keeper of the Bulls. I guess we could start transferring them. Or do we wait for next week? We probably wait for next week. Now that I think about it. So, Wynona. Time for the boots of speed. The boots of pathfinding. And head up to here, please. Thank you. Now you can have the boots of speed. Thank you. So this was a short-lived voyage. Ultra tempting to somehow just steal the boat and then just get dismissed or something, but of course to get there I have to land a boat, which then just gives him a boat anyway. But hey, yeah, just waste your time there. You know, relax. It should be fun. So Genova's going to come back having sighted Arashak, screaming like just ah! There's a powerful hero! Oh no! Something like that. Okay. Additional troops are being given to the castle. Excellent. Back to your place. The lizard den. Okay, and Oren's almost back with his contingent. I suppose there's some additional serpent flies here that could be gathered. We'll have to see. Alright, Drakenmore. I mean, there doesn't not too much else is super urgently needed. We can get a captain's quarters soon, maybe. Okay, as for Henrietta, making her moves. You're still using the boots of pathfinding, good. So we're about ready for that battle. Let's end turn. Yep, blue just keeps flitting about. Okay, pink's landed. So we have to deal with this and then immediately head back with Henrietta to not just die, I guess. So, mild concern. Where is Wynona? Wynona might be closer to deal with the threat, but we'll have to see. Let's head back to town first of these troops. Upgrade them now. Upgrade these as well. Drop them into the city. Alright, you can then head here. Yeah, as expected, you didn't quite have enough movement for all that. So, we'll position you... well... just hop in the town, Oren. There we go. So Wynona can then head to town herself. And grab these troops. It's a welcome reinforcement, that much is certain. We can then reinforce with additional troops. Look how many lizard warriors we have now. That is significant. Getting some wyverns would not hurt either. Of course, we're now broke again, but again, it's a nice welcome reinforcement. Now, I know it does have the mass forgetfulness, which will be useful against the enemy. It's hard to say exactly where we should divvy up our funds. I'm going to leave Oren with some dragonflies for his own use. So we could just try to board immediately. That could be the answer to get down here quickly because of her expert navigation. You know, she could make landfall here, for example, probably in one day, I want to say. It's a little risky. I'll tell you what, we'll come back to that decision, and for now, let's do this fight with Henrietta. Should be amusing. I mean, little risky. Give it a go. Oh, we lost. But does Henrietta know what I know? Which is that we just need to keep kiting this man forever with slow, while whittling his troops down and hopefully devouring them with Olgoi-Khorkhoi. That's the plan. So, it's probably easier said than done, but that's the plan. And like so, we do like a full weight turn, and then we just try to unload. Now, of course, we're only using our shooters here, but maybe we'll wait for a bless. I guess we wait for a bless, right? We don't have an ammo cart. We could get lucky. There's no harm in trying, right? But that's going to get rest, obviously. We also want these guys close enough so they can hit. They're actually already in range. This is obviously not the turn to do the double weight, but... So we can do the bless... Oh, the bless is only level 1. Well, it'll do. Because this will make these halflings hit very hard indeed. I mean, that was a solid go. They're obviously all resurrected instantly. And we need the Olgoi-Khorkhoi to probably be hasted next turn so they can be the first to hit. If it doesn't mean we need another full weight turn, of course, where everyone's got their moves still. So, defend, defend, defend. You're currently in range, so we need you to slink back. We need you to slink back. Is this the new round? It is the new round. Okay, so yeah, we wait, we wait, we wait. Everyone's going to wait. You're going to be hasted. So this is now the time where we just unload. We ignore these ones because they do not matter. Well, they do matter, but we're not going to hit them now. We wait. Well, I guess we're hitting the Nyx this turn. Is that even plausible? I mean, that's a solid hit. Let's see if it's safe to hit, shall we? It looks like it was. Good luck is a nice thing. Problem is, because these guys are hasted, they now don't get to do this. But we can always just stand on the corpse and then eat the corpse later. That's okay. Should be safe to hit once. Yeah, it was safe to hit once. Okay, so these guys are now killed. Excellent. So just someone needs to stand on that, obviously. These guys are now going to get closer. But yeah, for now we just stand those there, and we can just take some pot shots at these, I guess. Now, one option is for now, on an off turn, we can split our damage, because you can only resurrect one of the stacks at a time. So if we do that, we do need to think about where we're going to reposition. And then we do this, that split the damage. And actually we can always just murder those Crusaders. Very interesting though, we're getting somewhere, we're doing well. Okay. We have to obviously choose our next targets well, so on and so forth. Like, the Crusaders probably just going to have to be fled from for now. And we make the seaman our next target. Making sure we devour this with the Olgoi-Khorkhoi. Does mean we need to haste the automatons now. Well, let's start moving these away. I think I'm almost there on this. I just need to, like, suss out the last few moves. But now it's like, run. Because everything's just gonna get, you know, murdered by these seamen here. I'm gonna have to defend on this, so the corpse doesn't become visible. I can run from you. I have to run from you as well. So you in the corner. I also have to run from you. You in the corner. Clone? That was an unexpected addition to this battle. But, okay. Well, at least these guys are a good punching bag, so let's just put them to the side. Okay. So we can start attacking one of these, we just have to then be prepared to run. Yeah, the problem is if I could devour now, that is going to make me vulnerable. I could devour and teleport. There we go. So now we teleport away to safety. You guys can just beat up the first aid tent. Alright, wait. Wait. Defend. Wait. Wait. Alright, so now it's the start of our double hit turn. So let's move you down here. Excellent. We can devour these, and we're out of range, so the devouring is safe. Excellent. So we can wait here. Wait. Wait. Run here to get repairs off. Wait. Wait. I think we're basically good now. I don't think I want to use these, but I could position them here and then laser beam next turn if I'm running out of time. But this is actually looking quite promising. I think we're good. I just want to get the repair off now. So, defend, 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 repair, and shoot! And boom! A glorious victory! Dagdaro is defeated, and we have only lost a first aid tent. Henrietta can gain no more experience, but has Shackles of War, Spirit Suppression, and Penitent Dispassion. Well, at least morale wasn't on the table, I guess. But that is a good kill. A good kill. We even get the Warehouse of Salt, which is actually probably going to be useful in the future, because we do need these resources. Let's grab the quest card. The guards here protect the lands beyond from the predations of Dagdaro. They will not let anyone pass as long as the threat remains. But now that we have vanquished Dagdaro, the threat is gone. Do you wish to pass? I do. Let us now access these additional collaterals. Oh yes, 29. Feels good. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3, one threat is vanquished, as is another threat vanquished in Thelas. But now a new challenger emerges in Darrand here that we need to circle back for and defeat. And of course then there'll be Arashak. But the enemies are tumbling. We are making progress. But is the progress quick enough? After all, it's only 2 days until month 4, week 1, day 1. And of course, we've only then got, 10 months or 8 months left to finish the map and get our spyglass. But thank you for watching. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.